The year is 2024. The Pittsburgh Steelers are in their off season, and Omar Khan is not effing around. I'll repeat that again. Omar Khan, the Steelers GM, is not effing around. G'day, guys. Welcome back to Steelers Nation Australia. The Pittsburgh Steelers have made it official. We have now signed nose tackle Braden Fehoko to a one-year contract and released cornerback Patrick Peterson and receiver Alen Robinson II. Welcome back to the show, guys. I will let you know I'm a slight bit tad dusty or slim dusty. Went out last night, had a few sherbets with my mate, a really good time, a few beverages. And here we are talking Steelers the next day. And of course, I'm 15 hours in front and I'm 9 hours behind in the news cycle. And someone out my window right now is like mowing up a storm and making so much noise. So we'll see how it goes. If I got to stop here and there with the edits, I will. But the news in Steeler Nation is the Pittsburgh Steelers have now signed nose tackle Braden Fehoko. So we'll start there. Now, Fehoko last year didn't really get a chance. I think he was on the practice squad most times. I never really saw him wear a hat. So going into 2024 this season at nose tackle position, like, let's hope he has some form of, like, maybe he plays a role into depth or goes into camp and see what can happen. I was pretty excited when they brought him in before, but yeah, the Steelers never really used him there. So it's not a huge signing at nose tackle. It's just the guy that was on a practice squad last year, and now they got him for a one-year contract. But the big news, though, is cornerback Patrick Peterson and receiver Alen Robinson. I will start with Robinson first. I think a lot of fans out there and football fans out there too kind of saw the writing on the wall with Robinson. His contract was way too big, like $10 million. Wasn't that productive last year at the receiver position. And I think the Steelers are almost cleaning house at a certain degree. And there's also big news now that Russel Wilson is in the building with Josiah Anderson saying, I'm told that quarterback Russell Wilson is still at the Steelers facility per source. So it does feel a little bit different where, from my view of being a Steelers fan for 20 years, the Steelers don't really normally do things like this. It would kind of go with Kenny Pickett. They bring in a quarterback number 2 and they kind of see what happens, throughout the year and go into training camp and, have some form of competition. But there could be a big move where they go and sign Russell Wilson for a 2-year deal and essentially push aside, I think, Kenny Pickett to be quarterback number 2, and you roll with Russell Wilson for 2 years, right? So these things, I think with Omar Khan being there with Mike Tomlin now, and he's in charge he's been there a few years, of course, like 20-odd years, but now that he's in charge, he's making all the moves, he's deciding things, getting all the money right. And when they cut Robinson, that was expected. But to me, the Patrick Peterson cut was a bit of a slight surprise, because I thought they might have been able to work out maybe, his deal. I don't know if he could take a pay cut or something like that. But even his position maybe could have been going into safety or run it back one more year. But they decided to also cut Patrick Peterson. This is why I said too, and by the way, they're going crazy outside. That's why I said too that Omar Khan is not mucking around, not effing around. He's cutting certain places that when we go into free agency or the draft, go and get younger players. Go and find a younger receiver. Go and find some talent at the cornerback position. Go and find talent to bring in for the O-line, all that kind of stuff. He's not mucking around. He's cutting him now, saying, thank you for your service. I appreciate, being a Pittsburgh Steeler. And shout out to Peterson, shout out to Robinson. They're okay guys. Hang on. Never, I repeat, never, ever start a YouTube channel, content creator, whatever you want to be, bloke in his room talking Steelers in a place that is just noisy everywhere. Some bloke outside's cutting the grass, so I can't even think straight. I've been trying to do this video for 10 minutes, so we'll keep pushing forward. The big thing I want to get across in my message or my take on this stuff is I'm kind of surprised at Peterson that he was cut. I thought he might have been moved to safety or might have been a veteran cornerback, and also bring some young guys in. But obviously, the Pittsburgh Steelers said, no, we're cutting Peterson, we're cutting receiver. And these guys were starters last year. They already cut a few starters too. So there are things moving, things changing in this organization. And I believe they want to get younger, faster, all that kind of stuff. There's only now Minka, JPJ. Like, do they keep Wallace? I don't know what happens to him. Team-wise, Pierre's not even on the roster. Kazi, Neil failed his physical the other day. So this defense might look quite different in 2024 than they did last year as well. So, but one last thing to summarize is the Russell Wilson thing is happening right now. One take from me is me with Russell Wilson. It's just, okay. My last take before the mower comes back is I can't handle it. Is can you hear that? I don't know if you can hear that. I'm okay with Russell Wilson coming to the Steelers. I'm just, you know what? Can you hear that? I'm done. I'll see you later. Russell Wilson is okay if he. Alrighty, Steeler Nation. I'll see you guys later on with another video today or tomorrow or the next day. Maybe when I'm going to mow outside my window. Russell Wilson, if he signs, fantastic. KP8, if he's a QB1, fantastic. See you later.